from uh, Group Mavericks, and today I'm gonna present about wholesaling, retailing, managing, and yeah. Uh, the first one is retailing. It includes all the activities in selling goods or services directly to final consumers for personal or non-business use. A retailer or retail store is any business enterprise whose sales volume comes primarily from retailing. Next slide. There are 8 types of retailing. The first one, as you can see here, specialty store. It can be, for example, like legal store, department store, supermarket, convenience store, for example, GS25, 7-Eleven. Discount store, it can be Walmart and off-price retailer. Next slide. Superstore, catalog, showroom. Yeah. Next is level of service. We have 4 level of service. The first one is self-service. It is the moment that you serve the service by yourself. Self-selection, that means you select the product by your own decision. Limited service is that store it just serve one specific category only. And for full service, they serve all the service related to that product. Next is non-stop retailing. It includes 4 major categories. The first one is direct selling. It includes one-to-one selling, one-to-many, multi-level. Secondly is direct marketing. Third is automatic branding, and the last one is buying service. Next one is corporate retailing. It includes 6 types: corporate chain store, voluntary chain, retailer cooperative, consumer cooperative, franchise organization, and the last one is merchandising conglomerate. And that is the end of my part. Next part gonna be presented by my friend.
Okay, my name is Unan, and I will continue with the retailer marketing decision part. The first thing that retailers have to think about is the target market. Apart from available segments, retailers will slice the market into ever finer segments and introducing new lines of stores to explore niche markets with more relevant offerings. For example, the brand Gimbury launched Jenny and Jack to sell apparel and gifts for babies and toddlers. The second one is channels. Retailers must decide which channels to employ to reach their customer. Increasingly, the answer is multiple channels. Catalogs have actually grown in an internet world has as more firms have revamped them to use them as branding devices and to complement online activity. The next is product assortment. The retailer's product assortment match the target market's shopping expectations in breadth and depth. Like a restaurant can offer a narrow and shallow assortment, which is small lunch counters, a narrow and deep assortment, the delicacy, a broad and shallow assortment, a cafeteria, or a broad and deep assortment, which is large restaurants. For procurement, stores are using direct product profitability to measure a product's handling costs, like receiving, moving to storage, paperwork, selecting, checking, etc., from the time it reaches the warehouse until a customer buys it in the retail store. Next is prices. Prices are a key positioning factor. Most retailers fall into the high markup, lower volume group, or the lower markup, higher volume group. Most retailers will put low prices on some items to serve as traffic builders or to signal their pricing policies. For services, retailers must decide on the services mix to offer customer. Um, it include pre-purchase, which so in which services include accepting telephone and small orders, advertising, window and interior display, fitting room, shopping hours, and the post-purchase services include shipping and delivery, gift wrapping, adjustment and returns, alterations and tailoring, installations and engraving. Besides these aspects of decisions that retailers have to make, uh, store they also store atmospheres and store activities and experience or communications. Yes, and that is my part.
Hello teachers and friends, my name is Trâm and I will present about the private labels. So next slide please. So first of all, private labels is also called a reseller, a store, house, or distributor brand. The term private labels prescribe products sold under a retailer's own brand and made by a third party called a private label manufacturer, and it is a brand that retailers and wholesalers develop. So, for example, Choice L is a previous slide, please. So Choice L is a private labels of Lotte Mart, which means that Lotte Mart got another manufacturers produce their product and get their brand name onto the products. So next slide, please. So next is about the role of the private labels. The private labels is very beneficial for the retailers in some situation. First of all, it is very profitable because intermediaries may be able to use manufacturers with access capability that will produce private label good at low cost. So for example, they will not cost their money to for R&D research and development to develop their product, but they get the manufacturers do this thing for them. And moreover, differentiation is another role that retailers also develop exclusive store brands to differentiate themselves from the competitors. Next slide, please. So, what are the success factors? So, because the shelf space is very scarce at any retailers, many supermarket charge a slotting fee for accepting a new brand. Would mean that if you want to have a space on their shelf, you have to charge. You will be charged for a fee, and the retailers also charge for a special display space and in-store advertising space and a steady stream brand extension and line extension has blurred the brand identity at times and led to a confusing amount of the proliferation. And to buck these trends, manufacturers are fighting back by investing in research and development to bring out new brands, the line extension features, and quality improvements. So that is the end of my part. My name is Trump, and next part will be presented by my friend.
So next is about the wholesaling, and my name is Khánh Quỳnh. So firstly, the wholesaling involves selling goods or service to those who buy or resell the business use. Wholesalers differ from retailer in terms of their focus on promotion, transaction side, trade area, legal regulations, and taxes. So there are total nine wholesaling functions. Firstly, is selling and promoting. A wholesaler sells first-hand manufacturer, which many small business customer as a relative low cost. And next, second is buying and assortment building. Wholesaler are able to select items and build the assortment their customer need. And about the bulk breaking, the wholesaler achieves saving for customer by buying a large car lots and breaking the bulk into smaller units. Warehousing, wholesaler hold inventories, thereby reducing inventory costs and risk to suppliers and customer. Transportation, like wholesaler can often provide quicker delivery to buyer because they are closer to the buyer. And financing, wholesaler finance customer by granting credit and finance suppliers by ordering earlier and paying bills on time. Risk bearing, wholesaler absorb some risks by taking title and bearing the cost of thief damage, spoilage, and obsolescence, and market information, like wholesaler can supply information to suppliers and customer regarding competitors' activities, new product, price development, and so on. And finally is the management service and counseling. The wholesaler often help the retailer improve their operation by training sales clerks, helping with store layouts and displays, and setting up accounting and inventory control system. So next is about trends in wholesaling, like wholesaler distributor are facing increasing pressure now from the new source. Um, like such as the demanding customer, new technology, and more direct buying programs by launch buyers. And manufacturers have several complaints against the wholesalers, like including insufficient promotion of the manufacturer product line, inadequate inventory, and lack of market information. Like savvy and also savvy wholesalers are adapting their service to meet the channel needs, like increasing access productivity, reducing operating costs, and improving the strategic decisions. And despite these efforts, the wholesaling industry remains vulnerable to fees resistant to price increase and the winning all out of suppliers based on the cost and quality. So next part.
Okay, coming to the final part, market logistic. My name is Minh Trang, and I will present this part. Uh, the market logistic includes planning the infrastructure to meet the demand, and then implementing and controlling the physical flows of material and final goods from the origin points to the point of use to meet customer requirements. Market logistic has four steps. First is deciding on the company's value proposition to its customer, like what on-time delivery standards should we offer and what level should we attain in ordering and billing accuracy. Second, selecting the best channel design and network strategy, like should we serve customers directly or through intermediaries, or how many warehouse should we maintain and where should we locate them. Third, developing operational excellence in sales forecasting, warehouse management, and materials management. And the last one is implementing the solution with the best information system, equipment, and procedure. Next part, integrated logistic system. So it is the market logistic task, which include material management, material flow system, and physical distribution aided by information technology. It encompasses several activities, like the first is sell forecasting on the basis of the company's schedule, distribution, production, and inventory level. It indicate the materials the purchasing department must order, and then these materials arrive through inbound transportation, enter the area, and we will store it in raw material inventory, and those materials are converted into finished goods. And how no, previous slide, please. And the finished good inventory is the link between customer order and manufacturing activity. Customer order draw down the finished good inventory level, and in contrast, manufacturing builds it up. The last part, market logistic objective. Yes, so many companies state their market logistic objective as getting the right goods to the right place at the right time for the least cost. Unfortunately, no system can do that. Uh, it cannot be simultaneously maximize customer service and minimize the cost. So the starting point is to study what customer require and what competitors are offering, and it will normally want to match or exist these, but the objective is normally to maximize profit, not sales. And the last part will be interrupted by my friend.
Okay, my name is Kim Thủy, and now I will present about My part market logistic decision. The firm must make four major decisions about its market logistics. You can explain, please. How should we handle orders, order processing? Uh, the second decision is where should we locate our stock, warehousing, and how much stock should we hold in inventory, and how should we ship goods transportation. Order processing, most companies try to shorten the order to payment cycle the time between order receipt, delivery, and payment. This cycle has many steps, include order transmission by the salesperson, order entry and customer credit check, inventory and production scheduling, order in invoice shipment, receipt of payment. Warehousing, every company must store finished goods until they are sold because production and consumption cycle really much. More stocking locations mean goods can be delivered to customer more quickly, but warehousing and inventory costs are higher. Inventory, salesperson would like their company to carry enough stock to fill on customer order immediately. However, this is not cost effectively. Inventory cost increase at an rate as the customer service level approach 100%, and management need to know how much sale and profit would increase as a result of carry larger inventory and promising faster order fulfillment. Um, Transportation charges affect product pricing, on-time delivery performance, and the condition of the goods when they arrive, all of which affect customer satisfaction. In shipping goods to its warehouse, dealers, and customer, a company can choose rail, air, truck, or waterway. A shipper considers such criteria as speed, frequency, capability, and cost. For speed, the prime contender are air, rail, and truck. If the goal is low cost, then the choice is water or pipeline. So shipper can choose private contract or common carriers. This is all about my part. Thank you for listening.